Guys, we have some bad news in regards to the lawsuit that we're still currently in. The Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals has refused to grant us a full hearing of our case. But don't worry, we're still going to fight for this case, but we're probably going to lose our charters effectively immediately at Dover. Dang it, 2311 was the home of me and Tyler Reddick, and now we're probably going to lose our rides next season. And after finally getting a shot at a full-time ride in the Cup Series, I might just have to go back down to Xfinity or Trucks next season. Man, this feels like 2024 all over again. I finally find myself a solid place to be with a great race team, only to find out that I'm probably going to have to switch teams again. Yes, Noah was a great teammate to have on our team, and I was hoping to fulfill the legacy of the 34 car after McDowell left. Try not to lose hope yet, guys. We'll still keep fighting strong for this case. For 5 minutes. Can we not just have any drama about this stupid lawsuit?
For 5 minutes!
Yeah, this update that we got with this lawsuit has just really got me thinking that NASCAR really just wants to have 2311 and Front Row Motorsports to stumble or just fade out from existence and not compete anymore as chartered teams. Well, let's just hope that they can come to an agreement eventually and still be able to stay as chartered teams, and let's focus on this weekend's recap from Sonoma. Well, I'm back in the 9 car for JOM this weekend at Sonoma, and I have won the pole for the Xfinity Series race at Sonoma. Perhaps this could be a little bit of deja vu all over again, and perhaps I could probably repeat what I did last year when I ran full time. The Xfinity field takes the green flag here, and we're racing in wine country. Not even one lap in, and already me and the 32 go into the dirt. The freaking back end on my car broke, and now I won't be able to finish the race here in my home state. And I shall pick up the first stage win. Okay, this is getting weird for me. I had the tire issue in stage 1, and now I'm having it again in stage 2. Man, this new tire is not really working out well for me. And I shall win stage 2. First the tire problems, and now I get caught up in somebody else's mess and get front damage on my car. This has not been a good season so far for me. Lost power to the car and had to pull off the track. Got tagged from behind going into turn 10. I too also got tagged from behind going through the S's by Austin Hill. But after intense back and forth battle all day with me and SVG for the first position, I was able to redeem myself from last weekend at Chicago and get my third win here at Sonoma.
Yes! He got it! Yes! Yes!
Well, congrats to Connor Zillage on winning the Pit Boss 250 from Sonoma. Guess things are now settled between him and SVG now after that finish from Chicago last weekend. Now let us recap the race for the Cup Series, the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma. Well, it may not be entirely like deja vu all over again from last weekend since I didn't win yesterday's race, but I still look forward to claiming another win on the road course for the Cup Series race today. The green flag is out and we're underway for the Toyota Save Mart 350 here at Sonoma for the Cup Series. Just drove it too deep into the corner going up the hill and ended up getting loose while I was trying to pass my teammates. But with that, I shall take the first stage. Had a similar issue that the 20 had in stage 1. Got shoved off track by the 2 going into the S's. Me and the 7 go off track and into the dirt. Got off track and went back into the wall. Well, that was just a pretty nice move of my teammate to send me into turn 11 like that. Grandpa, the whole RFK organization is bullying me and I need you to do something about it. Instead of crying to me about all your problems with your little why do you cry baby attitude, how about you use that energy to focus on getting your first win at Dover next week? Frick you, Grandpa! Well, how about that? I was able to flip the stage while also winning stage 2 at the same time. What the actual frick was that 17 doing? He just ran me off course and got me stuck up on the hill. First the incident with the tire barriers last weekend at Chicago on the last lap, and now this with me losing the tire on the track. There was too much pushing and shoving going into that corner. Guess the 54 decided to take his frustration out that he had earlier in the race on me. First I get stuck up on the hill and now I get caught up in Kyle Larson's mess, come on! But after all that chaos, I was able to win in wine country on the road course at Sonoma, and I'm the first driver to win 3 road course races from the pole since Jeff Gordon did it.
Yo! Ah!
I appreciate you featuring that video in another one of your race weekend recaps that you did, NASCAR Sonic fan. Anytime, Hendrick fan.
Yes! He got it! Yes! Yes!
Yeah, SVG has done it again. Also, interesting fact, if a driver wins at Sonoma and he's under 18, then he gets grape juice instead of wine, which is what I got from yesterday's race. Well, that was a fantastic job that SVG did at Sonoma today, and he becomes the first driver to win 3 road course races from the pole since Jeff Gordon last did it. And the best part about this race is, my guy Michael McDowell got a top 5 finish. Well, with all that being said, we're heading back to the ovals next week at Dover, Delaware for the 1-mile concrete oval, where Hendrick Motorsports has had plenty of success in the past with their drivers, so we'll see if they'll be able to put on a show for us next weekend. But with all that being said, we hope you enjoyed this weekend's race recap from Sonoma. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next weekend at Dover.